guys to another video. I'm NarikChase and this is GiveBreakerNation.com, where we give our excellent assessment and review. In this video I'm going to be reviewing Deep in the Dark. Now, Deep in the Darkness is the 2014 horror thriller directed by Colin Theys. The movie stars Sean Patrick Thompson, Christine Bush, Dean Stockwell, and Blake Baker. And the film follows this doctor and his family who relocate to this small town and end up finding out that this town has been run by these creatures called the Isolate. I wanted to go ahead and give it a chance. I was thoroughly entertained by it. The casting was done really well. Sean Patrick does a really good job. He's one of those actors I hardly see. I see a movie by him for like every 5 years. I'm not saying that he hasn't played in other movies. I enjoyed watching his character try to unfold the mystery going around in this movie. I thought it was done pretty well. I like the other characters and the mysterious aspect of it and how the other characters felt like, felt like he was a threat to their society. And plus, when you see it, you can kind of see that there's little racial biases behind it too, which I thought added a little depth to the story. For the emotional aspect that was driving the character, I didn't really feel that it was there. When things happen and you think this guy would scream or cry or shout or just lose his mind, he really does. He's just so stoic about it. And there was one part that I'm not going to really spoil it for you, but there's one part where you feel like he should be crying, that he should be yelling, that he should be just breaking stuff, but he really doesn't. And I thought that took away from the depth of his character a lot. Not that he did a bad performance, but maybe it had something to do with the directing. And the other characters and casting was pretty good, done pretty well. Bush was pretty good. I really didn't get the sense that him and his wife in the film actually had a relationship. You really don't get that sense at all. There's no really romance between them. There's no chemistry there for the most part. They just seem like they just there. Baker was pretty good. Stockwell was really good. I really enjoyed his character. In terms of the story, it was done really well. I like the thriller horror aspects of it, and as the story unfolds, more of a mysterious element comes into it, transition over to horror, and I thought it done really well. The pacing was done really well, and I thought it did keep a very creepy vibe to it, as well as a very intense one at moments. There was really, when things jump off in the film, is really entertaining. I will say this film has some really good twists in it. I mean, jaw-dropping twists that actually had me on the edge of my seat, and then when things go down, it's like, wow, I did not see that coming. It had a lot of twists in it, and some of the jump scares were done really well. They were really creepy, they were really effective, and they managed to use the darkness really well in this film. In terms of the Isolate were pretty badass in this film. I kind of like the fact that they were kind of creepy, but they also were like social creatures. They're not really supernatural, but at the same time they kind of are, and the film does establish their role in this really well. And to see how they actually kind of control this town, it was done pretty well for the most part. It's a very weird way of describing these creatures. They're really cool, they're really creepy, and you can tell they're social, and you can see how they are actually stalking and controlling the people that are in this town and everything. But at the same time, they feel like they're mortal. They feel like they're savage. They feel like they're wild. And at the same, and it feels like if you wanted to, these people easily could have just went in there and just wiped them all out. Which, you know what I'm saying, which does take away from that aspect of them. There are certain parts where they feel like they're supernatural, but at the same time they aren't. So it's like, why don't you just sit there and just get a mob and just go wipe them out? You know where they stay at, you can kill them. And it was just this whole storyline about how he has to help them, and then it gets really weird, and it gets kind of repetitive, and it just takes away from the overall experience of the film. Now, having said all of that, do I recommend people watch this film? Yes, it is a decent film to watch. I wish that there were more supernatural elements to the Isolate to make them more threatening, to make them more of a challenge for the characters to get over. Also, I wish there was more chemistry between the main protagonist and his wife, which I felt was not there at all. And I wish during some of the scenes that you think that are emotional, that the main protagonist actually acts with some emotion. Now, having said that, Deep in the Darkness gets a 3 out of 5. I definitely recommend this film as a definite watch. I would watch it again personally because I did like the creepy aspect of it. I like the mystery. I love the thrilling aspect of it. I like the horrifying aspect of it. As these people are stuck in this town. So guys, in the comment section below, please let me know, have you seen Deep in the Darkness and what do you think about it? And also, what was the last Sean Patrick Thomas movie that you've seen besides Save the Last Dance and Halloween Resurrection? until the next video, guys, keep the gears turning.